All right. Well, good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful, bright, sunny Friday morning, the 14th of May here in New Jersey. Al, let's get started.
Okay, let's do it.
Yay.
Got it. Hey.
Awesome. I'm very excited. We have some great speakers lined up for today. We have Jayson Jacot and Frankie Perez from One of a Kind Events. If any of you saw our Athena Awards production last year, it's on YouTube. These are the two that pulled it all together for us, and they're also working on our Beacon of Excellence Awards, and they will be working on Athena again this year. So we wanted to bring them in. It's been a while since we've heard from them, and we wanted to hear about what's going on. And actually, I want to know, because they've adapted through the pandemic from what they used to do to adapting virtually and just blowing up their business. And now I think things are getting back to normal. So guys, why don't you talk a little bit about that transition for you? And then we'll talk about everything that you're doing now. All right.
Thank you so much, Therese. I appreciate you having us, and thank you for the intro. And I think it was Karen, God bless you. How you guys doing? Good morning. My name is Frankie Perez, the creative founder of One of a Kind Events. I have my partner in here as well as Jayson Jacot. We handle all types of social and private events, anything from a wedding, bar bat mitzvah, to any type of corporate function, meeting, national sales meeting on any spectrum. It could be small and have it 5 people. It could be a virtual Zoom meeting where we have our Zoom controls taking control of everything, the entire meeting, making sure it's seamless through all the way out, to a 10-day national sales meeting in Orlando, Florida. It really doesn't matter. What our basis is, we try to stay as true to our name, being one of a kind, and each event is unique in its own value. Everyone is different. Everybody has a different vision. And what our team tries to do is create that vision, but also throw in some of our one of a kind touches on top of it. I hate having anything cookie cutter or boring. We try to stay far from it. You don't need a ton of bells and whistles, but the biggest thing is being comfortable working with us, making sure that you guys feel comfortable and that you're in good hands. So through this time, our team and I really, we just hit our 2-year mark. A little background story on me: I've been in the industry for about 13. And then we developed, I had a bigger vision for the entertainment industry. I'm a lifer. I'm going to be in the entertainment industry for the rest of my life. I just feel like it's a special industry, and we touch a lot of hearts, and we're a part of the biggest day for most individuals. I've gotten married about 1,000 times now, but the average person goes to about maybe 10 weddings a year, give or take, right? And in those 10 weddings, what happens is you really plan out your day and your weekend or whatever it might be. You call out of work the next day, you get your hair done, you get a new suit, you get super excited for these days. And as well as the couple, it's most of the time they only do it once. All right. And there's a lot of planning that goes into that one-time deal. There's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of excitement for any type of event, but especially a wedding. And for us, we really take a lot of time in learning about our clients, learning about our couples, learn their story, and convey that the day of their wedding. Everything from the setup to the music played, but the biggest thing is telling their story. And through this time, we've really been able to create a cool foundation and a cool style that really makes us different each and every time we go out, which is very, very hard in our industry. You can throw a rock and hit 10 different DJ companies right now. But, what makes it different, and how can we make it different for you especially? So with our company, it's, through this time where everything was locked down and everybody kind of was trying to figure out what to do and how to do it, 3 weeks after the lockdown, we were able to develop a live stream division where we were able to work with you guys and Therese and her team, and really develop a in-person experience virtually. Now, what does that mean? What are we doing here? What is virtual? Is it another Zoom link? What we don't want to do is have a virtual event and you look in your email and go, oh, it's another Zoom link. What we do is we try to really interact as much as possible. We try to shoot it in a cinematic way where there's multiple camera angles, kind of like you're watching TV, but still keep you engaged, keep it fun, and make sure you're not yawning, trying to click out, checking your emails or on Facebook during our virtual events, which is very, very cool. And then now as things are opening up, the biggest thing is really educating you guys, right? Because a lot of people that are having events, you guys are predominantly worried about your business and making sure you have a good event, right? Most people having events are very uneducated and naive. So what happens then? Oh, I'm going to call an event professional and he's going to tell me or she's going to tell me exactly what I want to hear. And then hopefully it works out. Here, what we do is educate you on every avenue you can go down and what you need and what you don't need, which is huge. And that's the biggest thing. There's no sales pitch here, but I think for us, what works for us is educating our couples, our clients, our members as much as possible, and really putting them in a good position to have the best event possible, the most affordable, so they're not regretting it afterwards, and also making sure they're as comfortable as possible. Now, I'm going to pass it over to Jayson Jacot so he can kind of break down now as events are starting to adapt and adjust, because we did over 150 events last year during the lockdown. And this year is probably going to double, if not a little bit more than double. And all that was staying consistent, adjusting the formula, but still being able to pull off events while keeping our social distance, while following the CDC. But now we're kind of turning the corner and helping companies like you guys with digital marketing, consulting, and really trying to revamp, redevelop, and redesign your business in a digital platform to keep you guys ahead of the game, especially through this digital world. So Jay, why don't you introduce like the creative one and everything we're doing with production and digital marketing?
So what's going on, guys? Happy Friday. This is so super early for me. But let's just get that out of the way. Anyway, to add on to it, kind of just to piggyback what really, what I think separates us from any other entertainment company is the fact that even though we have an amazing product, we continue to learn and better ourselves when it comes to production, coming up with new, cool, unique setups for everyone. When it comes to music and everything set on the microphone, coming up with new ideas to present your story and new music. And as far as anything else on the back end, we're just, me and Frankie, we'll just look at each other for hours and just brainstorm. And by the end of it, we hate each other. We're coming up with new things left and right, and just trying to be different. And when this pandemic hit, as far as virtual and corporate, even though we have a good product where everything's high quality, high audio, everything's smooth, we're always trying to find new ways to make it better and more smooth, if it's even possible. And to also piggyback off of that, the creative one is something new that we did recently come up with to help businesses with their marketing, to help it with their branding, to create content. Because content, there's two big things to that: new content and consistency. And a lot of times businesses only have one. So for us, with our tools and resources, businesses go, wow, what you guys are doing is amazing. And we have all the resources. So we decided, why not help other businesses, doing what we're doing with us, and help other people. So that's something that we recently did, and we find big time success in it. And we just love to help other businesses thrive. So anything else, Frankie, you want to add to the creative one or no?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what it is, guys. It's I listen to I have a lot of affirmations, and I meditate almost every morning, and we're always as a team collectively trying to come up with new avenues, new different aspects. And last year what we came about was a lot of companies kind of just waiting for the next loan, waiting for the next help, which is great. But a lot of those loans are just band-aids. You know, it's really, how do you see your business, and do you care about it? Are you passionate about it, or do you just want to head in a different avenue, you know, in a different direction, which is understandable because nobody was prepared for last year at all. And if you say yes, you're a liar, you know. But how do you work with what you have? You can't get upset about something you can't control. Nobody can control. And still to this day, right now, with all the new restrictions being lifted, we still don't know, because we're in that weird limbo and gray area that it's either people are being very radical in vaccine, and which is fine. Yes, this is very serious. Or are we just going back at it, taking the mask off and going with it? So for us in the event industry, it's very limbo. So where we were able to come up with creative designs for companies out there, for any type of company, it really kept us consistent and creative on our end. But also it's like when we came up with the creative one, it was like, picture you guys are having a diet. You're on a diet, right? You're on this new South Beach, Monmouth County diet that's like world renowned. It's blowing up on Google. You see it all over Facebook ads. All right. And the first, 17 or let's say 2 weeks, you're losing weight, you're looking good in the mirror, you're flexing side to side, you're like, bing, bang, I'm back. But then you hit that little lull, right? It's that little lull that you kind of plateau, you're kind of getting in shape, you're losing a half a pound here, you're gaining 2 here, right? But then if you have somebody that's like, hey, well, you got all that extra fat and water out at the beginning, but now you need to do a little bit more cardio, or have somebody tune you up a little bit just to get that extra weight off to adjust the diet. It's the same thing with the creative one. As a business, if it ain't fixed, why fix it if it ain't broke, right? But you still need to adjust, and especially adjust with the times. As everything has gone over to digital now, a lot of older companies are having a hard time adjusting their formula to the digital world, or figuring out how to get clicks, how to get likes, and how to get people to start calling them. And we are educating ourselves, but also we figured that out. Our social media handle had about 4 months ago only had about 400 followers on it, and now we're just over 1,200. And that's all because we just changed up our system. We went in a certain direction, and we also watch a lot of videos on what's working and what's not. So that's how we came up with the creative one, to help companies like you guys kind of redevelop, redesign, but not change anything you already done, because you've all worked really, really hard to get where you're at. But it doesn't mean you can't put a couple of bells and whistles on top with digital marketing to really revamp your business. So I appreciate you guys giving us some time to speak. If Jason has anything to finish up, but my name is Frankie Perez from the Creative One.
Jason's good.
All right, so why don't we open it up to some questions? We have a few minutes for questions if anybody wants to ask these guys. First of all, congratulations on thriving through the pandemic. I just want to give you a hand for that, because you guys did a great job, and I know because I watched it. we were watching you guys, and I love the fact that you've expanded so much, and jumping the followers is awesome. But yeah, I saw, because they were doing in-person bridal shows, and then they took the showcases online, and they were still blowing it up. So way to be flexible and adaptable. So does anybody have any questions for Frankie or Jason? Danielle, go ahead.
So I have a question as far as on the customer end of things, or the attendee side of things, when it comes to moving, especially with a lot of people getting so used to using Zoom now. How do you account for helping your clients help their clients to be ready to hop on and not be, technically challenged before an event that's virtual or even hybrid?
That's a great question. So there's a lot that goes into the actual virtual world, right? So we came up with this. This was like an idea. We were already messing with virtual a little bit beforehand, just as like gadget kids, just messing with new stuff, trying to develop, right? And then during the lockdown, we came up with doing virtual weddings. And then 3 weeks after, we had our first virtual event. And then May 1st, we had our first in-person event. And it was all virtual, it was all live stream. So what everybody thinks live stream, they think Zoom, right? They think, oh, I'm just going to send a link to Zoom. It's a virtual event. I'm going to put a background on there and then we're good. And there's so many different aspects to that. It doesn't need to be on Zoom. It can be on YouTube. We have our own platform that you can utilize. But the biggest thing as far as doing anything virtual, especially from client to client, is, or, whoever the event host is to the client, is just educating them and breaking down what aspects that can be hybrid and what aspects can be virtual and vice versa. So we sit down with the client and let you know, like, hey, listen, we just sat down with one the other day. They wanted to do 1,000 people on Zoom because they wanted to see the interaction and the fun. But a lot of times you don't need everybody on Zoom. Less is more sometimes. So a lot of times we'll use YouTube as our base platform. One, because everybody knows YouTube, super simple. Click on a link and watch. Two, you can still interact in the comment section, right? And three, you don't have to worry about any type of bandwidth issue because every single one of us on the Zoom right now is in a different place with Wi-Fi that's utilizing the camera, utilizing the audio, utilizing your entire computer right now. And if you start searching around in different windows, it's going to start slowing stuff down. And now, hey, Frankie, you're lagging, you're twitching, but it's good for everybody else. Whereas while you're watching it on YouTube or our separate platform, it's all one bandwidth issue. You don't have to worry about clicking in and out. It's all in the same system. So where, to your question, it's the biggest thing is just educating them on every different option that they have.
Awesome info. Thank you.
You're very welcome, Danielle.
Excellent. So just so you guys know, I don't know if you remember, Danielle was the Young Professional Athena recipient. So she's very familiar with the work that you guys do because she was one of the ones on Zoom waiting for it to be introduced when we were together. So thank you for that, Danielle. I also want to give Frankie and Jayson a big applause because they are our awards reception sponsor for our golf outing. So thank you, Frankie and Jayson, for stepping up. We have to, so part of that package, just so you know, we're going to name an adult beverage after you, and you got to tell us what your favorite drink is so we can have that as a special at the bar. Okay, part of the awards package. Okay,
awesome.
All right, and speaking of that, does anybody have any other questions? Just raise your hand because we have two screens going on here and it's hard to see everybody. Any more questions for them? Okay, so with that, before you guys, I don't know if you guys can stay on a little longer because we do around the room introductions. I just wanted to talk about the golf outing before we move on, since that is our next big exciting event coming up. And Bonnie, I know you're on. I just don't see you on my screen. Bonnie.
Yep, I'm here. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Our golf outing is Wednesday, June 16th, and we're working very hard and we're very excited. We're still looking for some sponsorships. If you can't do a sponsorship, please consider putting an ad in our journal. We have full and half page ads available. Also, if you have any swag with your business name on that we can put in the swag bags, whether it be pens or Post-its or the clips for the bags, because the golfers each get a bag to take home. So if you want to promote your business that way, just reach out to us. We'll pick up whatever you have available. Mark, do you have anything you would like to say?
No, just thanks to the major sponsors that are on. Thanks for anybody who's sponsoring at this point. And if you're on the screen, just wave your hand if you've been part of the team helping us out.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, these people have been spectacular. I call them, Bonnie and I, our dream team. And we're really excited. We're actually down to the wire. We're picking up momentum, but it's no time to step back and slow down. We're really pushing hard to get as much support. Ed's here from the AUSA, and we really, the more money we raise, the more opportunity we have to support the AUSA Junior ROTC Scholarship Fund, as well as the AUSA is one of our major sponsors. Also, they're doing the they'll be on one side of the beverage cart, and I'll be on the other side of the beverage cart. So, step it up, come play golf, come hang out after, and, get your name in the journal or the tee box.
Excellent. And also, if you're coming just for the awards reception at 5 o'clock, come early and hang out with us. Hopefully it's going to be a beautiful day. Let's just say it's going to be a beautiful day. And, we can, and I think, Erika, do we still need more volunteers or are we good on volunteers?
We can always use volunteers.
Okay, there you go.
I will never turn volunteers away.
Excellent.
Mark, I have to work in the morning, but I could come earlier than 5. You just,
Yay.
we'll have a chat.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I like stuff like that. It's fun.
Your name's going to go on the list.
Yeah, okay, great. We'll chat.
Also, if you're not golfing, we're having a cocktail reception. What is it, 5 to 7 or 7:30?
Yeah.
It's in person, and we have baskets of, everybody's offering swags. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I will pick up. They just keep popping up.
Yay.
That's awesome. Thank you, guys.
Between the two of us, we'll come to you and get it. That's for sure.
And again, thank you to the dream team. And Mark and I just couldn't do this without you guys. You've been awesome.
Amazing. And something else that happened yesterday, I spoke with Tom Zapsik, and we were talking to him about his photography work, and we talked, actually, Colonel Sam's name came up, so I connected him to Erika for more pictures. He's got more pictures to share for our slideshow. That's during the reception. So Erika's connecting to him for that. So it's exciting stuff. All right, excellent. So everybody join us for the golf outing. It's going to be amazing. And after that, we have Beacon. Where's Jerry? I saw Jerry here. There she is. Hi, Jerry.
Okay. I was reading the chat, so. Good morning, everyone. Holly Schultz and I are the co-chairs for the Beacon of Hope committee, and we're so excited because all the people that we've nominated are very, very happy to accept. So we have all 5 hospitals. Therese, what is it, Monmouth?
Oh, the Monmouth County Board of Commissioners.
Right. We have a lovely gentleman representing all the people affected by COVID, the Mental Health Association, and the VNA of Central Jersey. I think that these people need so much of our applause and gratitude. We have lots of sponsorship opportunities for that. I just signed up. I think I'm a gold sponsor or something like that. Yay! And so be on the lookout for that. It's at Bella Vista as well, in their completely redone outdoor facility. I think it's going to be a gorgeous event, and it is also hybrid. So there'll be as Frankie and Jason have talked about, there'll be the hybrid part of the event, but there'll also be its in-person event as well. And that facility can hold lots of people. So come on out, invite your friends, invite people who've been affected by COVID, as I think many of us have been, and get ready to party and celebrate. So any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I think there's people on the team for that as well, if you guys want to raise your hands. Previous to years of Beacon, Sherilyn and Tara have been very, very helpful in guiding us, since this is Holly and I's first time. So thanks so much for everybody's support, and hope to see you there.
Awesome. Can I have the board raise their hands? Because I want to we have a very active, engaged, volunteer team of board members, and I just want to give them a round of applause for all the work that they do behind the scenes to make this the best chamber ever, and to bring.
Just raise my hand.
Yeah, all right, Al's raising his hand. And Al is part of the board.
Yeah.
So awesome. So they work very hard behind the scenes to give us awesome events and to make sure that the chamber is offering the best we can for our members. So thank you to the board.
Hey, Therese,
yeah.
some people are asking for the flyer for Beacon. Is that like out online yet?
It is. It's the Beacon flyer has been out on the registration page. It's out there. If you do want it, just put your name in the chat and put your email, and I'll make sure to get it to you. If you don't see it, yeah, no problem.
And Therese, everybody who's been in the chat box about how many golfers, we're expecting about 75 golfers. So, you know, if you have that material available, that's the kind of number we're looking at. Okay, for the swag bags. Thank you.
Yes, good question. Good question. Okay, so the last big event of the year is Athena. And right now we are coming up on 6 weeks before the deadline for nominations. We are starting to get nominations in. And if you know of anybody who would qualify, go to the landing page of Athena on the website. It gives you all the information about what type of person we're looking for as a nominee. The earlier they get their nomination forms in, the better, because the committee is going to review all the nominations. And if we think people need to work on them a little more, it gives us time to send it back and say, okay, try to work on this area and resubmit it. But if they're giving it to us on the 30th, there's no time to do that. So please talk to people you know, or tell us who you think would qualify for an Athena award, and we'll reach out to them. Okay, so thank you for that. Last thing I want to talk about real quick is the Real Raw Open. For those of you that were on last week, how did you, just a raise of hands, were really totally enjoyed last week's perk? I thank you. I thought it was absolutely amazing. I knew what to expect, and my mind was still blown. So that tells you how powerful that meeting was. Today's Real Raw Open is at 3 o'clock. We have everybody that registered. I'm going to get you the link. If you got a link when you registered through the chamber website, ignore that link. I'm going to reach out because it's going to be run by Unblinded. So you'll get the link from me today to sign up, to log into the call at 3 o'clock. Okay, so, and next week we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. We're going to do it again next week, Friday, 3 o'clock on the 21st. I still need 4 more people to fill the slots up for next week. If you're interested, put your name in the chat and I'll get you on the call for next week. Okay, so I think that's it for announcements. And let's do introductions. I know people have to drop off, so I'm going to go to Duane, Danielle, and Ann Dubon first.
Morning, folks. Great presentation this morning. Very interesting. Thank you for that. Change topic quite a bit. Right now, there's over 40 million people that are affected by hearing loss. One of the big things that I've spoken to in the past is the link between hearing loss and dementia. The links right now show that untreated hearing loss has up to a 40% increase in the incidence of dementia, up to 5 times more likely to develop dementia, and to get that up to 5 years earlier. There's also a study out that shows that of the overall dementia and mental Alzheimer's, anything that falls into that bucket, 9% can be eliminated by having the hearing corrected. So if you know someone that suffers from a hearing loss, long-term, short-term, or just has questions, feel free to give me a call. We do full testing, consultation, diagnostics, no charge, no obligation, and find out, is there a concern or not? And if nothing else, we'll have a nice chat. I'll put my information in the chat box. You folks have a great week. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Duane. Danielle, did Danielle have to hop off? Okay. All right, so Ann? No? Okay, so I guess Ann's going too. All right, so we'll go to Laura next.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Are you dealing with a lot of stress that is affecting your sleep? So many people are struggling right now and they're concerned about their immune system because of what's going on in the world. So hi, I'm Laura Matlaga, and with the Genuine Centric Heart approach, I help support you to feel calmer, grounded, get a better night's sleep, and to help build your immune system so you can live a joyful life, fulfilled, and a life that you love. A good referral for me is someone that is on these Zoom events and they're stressing you out, a little peppermint to wake you up, or a little lavender to calm you down. someone that is maybe suffering with a little bit of anxiety or is looking for someone to support them. So if you want to improve your health, I invite you to connect with me for free Power Up Your Health session, discovery session for me, and I will look forward to hearing from you. God bless everyone. Have a great weekend, and I hope all your moms had a wonderful Mother's Day. Take care.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Laura. All right, so next up, if you have to leave early, just put that in the chat. I'm trying to track the chat and get you on. So next, let's go to Jim Roth on his rocking chair. Jim, why don't you rock a little so we can all feel seasick?
There we go. Keep you seasick. So let's see if I can do this at the same time as I'm talking.
Oh!
Good morning, everybody. Jim from Rock Solid Tech Support, computer and network support, repairs and troubleshooting for Windows and Mac at your home office, at your small business, wherever you happen to be. Let's see. Ransomware has been very much in the news lately. That whole thing with the pipeline was all about ransomware. They paid $5 million to get themselves back online. Don't let this happen to you. Computer Safety 101. I've said it many times. Make sure that your backups are working. I've been to 3 clients this week and checked on their backups, and they didn't have their backups run. They had backup programs in place. They had a system in place, but they weren't checking on these things. You got to make sure. Just go into your backup program. Just take a look at the screen. You'll probably see something, very clearly if it's not working. And if it's not, you can give me a shout. You can give Russ a shout. I see Carrie and Matali are on the call too. I don't remember if there was any other IT people on, but any of our firms can help you guys out with this kind of thing. So don't ignore it. This is Computer Safety 101 backups. So anyway, that's my tip of the day. Jim, Rock Solid Tech Support.
So
Back
I just want to tell you the fact that we have 4 IT companies that are accessible to us to help us through the struggles of technology speaks volumes to the quality of chamber members we have. I was on a Zoom call with Microsoft trying to figure out if we can start doing training with them again, and they were pushing their all of the cyber stuff and everything. I said, well, I got to tell you, we got plenty of members that actually do that, and they were surprised. They said most organizations don't have a lot of IT support like we do. So thank you guys for being members and supporting all the other members. All right, so next up, let's go to Ed, and then we'll do Jerry, and we'll go to Russ McGeever. Sorry.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Ed Thomas, president of the Monmouth chapter of the Association of the United States Army. We exist to be a voice for the Army in the Monmouth County area and to support soldiers and their families and the local community. One of our initiatives is our junior ROTC scholarship program, which the chamber is supporting it as part of their golf outing proceeds. Wanted to announce today that we're having our first live event in a long time, scheduled for Monday, June 14th, which is Army's birthday. We'll be having a dinner at the Molly Pitcher at 6 p.m. in the evening. It's going to be a combination of celebrating the Army's birthday and also awarding our 2021 Junior ROTC scholarships. We have 4 scholarship awardees. We're going to be giving out a total of $4,500 in scholarships. You're all invited. The price is $45 per person. And I'm sure, I know Kit Roche will be getting something on our website by the end of the week. So you can go to our website and learn more about it. I'll put my contact info in the chat box. You can contact me directly if you'd like any further information. Thanks, everybody.
Wonderful, Ed. You can count me in. I'd love to be there for that.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Morning, everyone. Jerry Vigiani, Lotus Blossom Psychotherapy. We are mental health and wellness for women. I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. So grow, thrive, and bloom with Lotus Blossom Psychotherapy. and have a great weekend.
Thank you, Jerry.
Morning, everyone. Russ McKeever, Connections Unlimited. And as mentioned, I'm one of the 4 technical support organizations on the chat. And it's really important that you know who's doing your technical support. So reach out to one of us if you have any questions or problems, because at least in my case, a question doesn't cost you any money. And what we may tell you may help you down the road. So Russ McKeever, Connections Unlimited. Thank you.
Thank you, Russ. Okay, so next we will go to Ehab. If anybody didn't notice, Ehab is in the house. He's back with a new company, so he's a new member. Let's welcome him. Welcome back, Ehab.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. How are you all? Happy Friday. Happy, beautiful, sunny Friday. I'm in mortgage lending, residential mortgage lender with Lennar Mortgage. Lennar is a national home builder, predominantly down the East Coast, but all through the country. There's a new development called Patriot Square in Tinton Falls, actually going up now. We're starting the 3rd phase. And I handle the residential mortgage lending for several of the communities and at large. So a good referral to me is anybody looking to buy or refinance, whether it's new construction with Lennar or outside Lennar. We do that as well nationwide. Ehab Abousabe, Lennar Mortgage. Glad to be back.
Nice. Welcome. Okay, so next we'll go to Erika Boyer, Gerald Cioci, and Mitali.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Erika Boyer, Edward Jones here in Marlboro, New Jersey. I'm helping individuals and small business owners in terms of planning for their financial future. That means basically at some point when the paycheck stops, making sure you have money to live the lifestyle that you want to, and that your investments and your strategies meet up to those goals. Erika Boyer, Edward Jones.
Thank you, Erika.
Morning, Chamber. Gerald Cioci. I'm a real estate and bankruptcy attorney. I want to thank our presenters this morning. It was an excellent presentation. And Jason, in 20 years, this will be midday for you. Won't be early anymore. So that's what we look forward to. I do help people buy and sell homes. I also help people stay in their homes. If you know somebody who's struggling right now with a mortgage payment, they've lost their job due to COVID and they're behind their mortgage payments, have them contact me. The worst they can do is not contact their lender. Foreclosure is a terrible, terrible remedy. And I don't want to see anybody stuck with that. So if you do communicate with me, we can keep you in your home and probably with a program that you'll be very happy with. So anyone in that situation, contact me, Gerald Cioci, real estate and bankruptcy attorney.
Excellent. Thank you, Gerald.
Good morning. This is Mitali Basa, your cloud solutions provider from CMIT Solutions. Like Jim said, backup is a big thing these days. You can have it set up, but if you don't check that your data is getting backed up, it's no good. So from time to time, it's a good idea to check whether your backup is there. 1, it's happening. 2, and that you can restore from there. That's the biggest one. You're backing up, great, but you need to be able to restore from there. This is Mitali Basa from CMIT Solutions. We cater to all small to medium-sized businesses. Everyone have a great weekend and hope to see you next week.
Excellent. Thank you, Mitali. Laura, I can't remember. Did you go yet?
Actually, I'm going right now. I just have to hop on the road. You have a question to ask me?
Yeah. Did you do your? I can't remember. Did you do your commercial already?
I did.
I thought you did. I had you on the list, but I don't remember. I was like,
all right. God bless. All right. Bye, everybody. I'll hop on. No video when I'm on the road.
All right. Great. Drive safely.
Just saving my chat. I will. God bless.
Drive safely. All right. Joanne, Maiken, and Carrie.
Good morning, everyone. I'll keep this brief because lawnmowers just started up outside my window. It's Joanne Colella, Colella Communications. I provide writing and editing services for all kinds of businesses and organizations. Right now, I'm getting a lot of requests for businesses that want to update blogs or articles on their websites. So if you need to get out some information about what you do and you need a ghostwriter, I'd be happy to do that for you. Joanne Colella, Colella Communications.
Thank you, Joanne.
my turn.
Yes.
Hey, everybody. It's Mike and Zillick. Good morning. It's nice to see you all. I am part of 360 Real Estate Partners, which is a real estate team within RE/MAX Select. We are also part of Midtown Commercial, so it might sound a little confusing with all of those names, but basically I'm part of a team that works on everything real estate. We're focused all over New Jersey, but I'm here in beautiful beachy Seabright. So I'm your Monmouth County person. So if you need help with anything residential, anything commercial, reach out to me. And if I can't help you, I will definitely send you to somebody that can.
Yay. And Mikan is next week's Perk speaker. Looking forward to that. I love collaboration. Mikan and Jerry are going to be collaborating on something new. You don't want to miss it. Yeah. What was that, Mikan?
I said, be there for the unveiling.
Yes. Nice. Okay. Carrie K.
I was wondering, I saw that Carrie G unmuted herself.
Sorry.
So,
I gotta be sure.
Carrie Kuczkowski from The Connection. We're a managed IT security solution provider, along with 3 of our other colleagues here. I'm not going to say too much because we do what everybody else does here, so I'm not going to go into it. So if you need help, we're here. I just want to point out also that I put in the chat information for our small business office symposium that we're co-sponsoring with the EIPA. It's at Bellworks from 5 to 9 p.m. And it's going to be big. We already have 13 vendors. It's going to be revolving around the business, the small to medium-sized business, who needs what for their business, insurance, real estate, many. I put the link in if you want to check it out. We also have Sue Kiley coming to speak and a couple other mayors and officials from different townships in Monmouth County. So it should be a good turnout. Light fare will be served and alcoholic beverages will be available for purchase. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. So with that, why don't we go to Carrie G, and then we'll go to Steve R, and then Steve M.
Great. Good morning, everyone. Carrie Gazowitz from Berniker Eiger and Lang CPA. The tax deadline is on Monday, so if you didn't file or pay your taxes yet, make a payment by Monday, even if you're going on extension. If you need help with that, my info is in the chat. Thanks.
Good morning, Steve Rosen, Jobs Done Right, your local handyman. Anything you need done inside, outside, I can take care of it. Right now it's beautiful out. Be a real shame if you spend all your day inside doing silly stuff that you could be paying me to do. So have fun, hire me. Jobs Done Right.
Excellent. Steve Metz, are you here? I don't see you. You might have had to hop off also. All right, so let's go to Joanne Nadell. And let's go to Bonnie and Mark.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Joanne Nadell. I'm a family law attorney. My office is in Wall. Although 99% of what I'm doing now with my clients is over Zoom and online. They took to it like fish to water. It's been a seamless transfer. So they don't have to do their hair. They don't have to drive. They don't need a babysitter. They can snack. It works out really well. I also do collaborative divorce work. I'm a very experienced mediator. I do consulting work for other people who are in mediation, and then also alimony and child support modifications, prenups, and other custody matters. So Joanne Nadell, attorney at law, and I want to share a tip I learned this week, which some of you may know or may not, but I was always one of those people who was squinting and trying to get up to the mute button. Did you know that if you just hold your space bar down, you can speak? No more futzing up in the corner. Okay, I may be late comer to this party, but I gotta tell you, I think this is great. Have a good week, everyone. Joanne,
Awesome.
thank you.
Thanks for the tip, Joanne.
Morning, Bonnie Preston. I'm a certified insurance counselor with Conover Buyer Associates. I provide all lines of commercial and personal lines, property and casualty insurance. Good referrals for me are CPA firms, attorneys. I get involved with different mergers and acquisitions and restructuring their insurance program. I just did a very large one in Manhattan for a very sensitive investment in the medical industry. So if you have any questions or just need somebody to answer some insurance questions, please feel free. Please support our events and everybody have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Wow, Joanne, it does work. Good morning, chamber members and friends. This is Mark Vigiani. I'm your full-time real estate professional. What I do is build relationships and I achieve goals. I'm very excited. I'm working on bringing my business to a whole new level, which will elevate what I'm doing, which will also allow me to elevate, receiving and giving referrals. So as I progress and become more successful, I'm hoping to, spread the love. Part of what I'm doing is not changing who I represent. I do represent Berkshire Hathaway, Fox Roach out of Homedale. And again, like, Bonnie said, we have a lot of great events coming up, and the best way to get support from the chamber is to support the chamber.
Thank you so much, Mark. Appreciate that. Okay, so next up, we will go to Jeremy. Let's see who's left. Who's left? Karen Smith and the Healys.
Am I on mute?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, good. Hello, everybody. Great to see everybody. Jeremy Faberlle, Merrill Lynch Wealth Management, but over the last number of months, I've been talking about my Man and Woman of the Year campaign with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. The campaign's winding down now. We got just about 2.5 weeks to go. Each year, LLS honors a local boy and girl of the year. So we've got Toby from Flemington, Ellie from South Amboy. They're both really super adorable. My campaign personally honors my cousin Sean, who was diagnosed with acute lymphoplastic leukemia at just 2 years old. He endured a month-long stay at Memorial Sloan Kettering, years of radiation, chemotherapy, monthly spinal taps. Today, thanks to life-saving treatments, Sean's he actually has a beautiful son of his own who's also 2 years old at the moment. So one of my favorite initiatives LLS has right now is their children's initiative, raising $25 million over the next 5 years, because out of the dozens of cancer treatments right now, only 4 were developed specifically for children, and we need much safer, less toxic treatments for them. To wrap everything up, we have our grand finale June 2nd. I invite you all to attend. Registration is free. I'll share the registration link in the chat. We're auctioning off a few items as a last effort to raise final funds for our campaign and essentially for LLS. Tara Demyanovich was wonderful enough to donate one of her amazing baskets. So one of the ways I thought you all may want to support is to contribute to making that basket a nice big ticket item. You can also donate to my registration link, which I will also share in the chat. So please, please, please help us as we wrap this up on June 2nd. I know that was a little bit longer than 30 seconds, but I appreciate it, everybody. Thank you, everybody who's already donated. Very much appreciate your support. Great to see everybody. Thank you.
Jeremy, thank you so much for the work you're doing. It's really very noble, and I hope you become Man of the Year. So let's all help him out. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Karen.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Karen Smith, Keller Williams, Central Monmouth. I represent my clients. My clients are family, and I'm here for your residential and your commercial needs. We're actually talking about needs and family. Several years ago, I put a client into a small warehouse space for his NCAA wrestling training. His landlord, a big commercial realtor, broker firm, property manager, First sent them a renewal, then said, oops, that was a typo. You're not renewing. Because his neighbor wanted the space for and would pay more rent. So I am looking for about 1,000 square feet, what we call vanilla box, 4 walls, roof, floors, bathroom, preferably AC, climate controlled, because these are wrestlers. We don't want them passing out in the heat. If you know anybody, a warehouse, a garage, a storefront that's just not moving. If you see anything or know of anything, please reach out to me. Mark, you know, this is not, one of those big deals, but clients are family. And he called me up and said, help. So I'm putting the word out and looking everywhere for him to get him reestablished somewhere so that he works with middle school and high school students who want to wrestle NCAA in college.
Erin, what location are you looking for? Did you say that? If you did, I missed it. Sorry.
Western Monmouth is, he was in Wall on 34.
Okay.
He lives in Farmingdale. A lot of his wrestlers come from those neighboring school districts. So something more, even Northern Ocean.
Okay.
Would work as well. Right now, we just got to find him a place. It's just, it's a tough market to suddenly find yourself, whether you're a resident or a business. It's a tough market to find yourself homeless.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Well, I'll put a feeler out too in our commercial network. So
terrific. Thank you very much, Maiken.
Yay. I love that. Thank you, Maiken. Thank you, Karen. Okay. Mike and Gilda.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Mike Healy. This is my wife, Gilda Healy, and together we are Healey Brokerage. Good referrals for us right now. Liability insurance for nonprofit organizations. Gilda's going to talk more about that in a moment. And also, since Mr. Roth was kind enough to bring up the subject of cyber liability, you saw what happened. Colonial Pipeline paid $5 million to a bunch of crazy Russians to get their information back. Not only do you need good IT people, but you also need to have cyber liability insurance, because that, as Gilda always says, insurance is not an expense. It helps you make you whole.
Yeah, and also great presentation, Frank and Jason. Healey Brokerage does do a lot of those one-day event policies, and I put that in the chat to you. So if you need, or somebody asks you about that, you can certainly refer them to us. We are very pleased to say that we are now going to be doing more nonprofits than we were in the past. I was just appointed as an agent and broker for a big insurance company that does that. And we continue to tell that to everybody from Niagara Falls
to the shores of Cape May. We've got
Mike Healy,
Healey Brokerage. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Thank you. Very nice. Okay, next up, Tara, Chris-Ann, and Al.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. TGIF is what I got to say. I'm Tara Demyanovich, the proud owner of Outside the Box Gifts. I combine a personal shopper service with a gift shop, and here's how that works. You give me your budget, a little bit about the person you want me to buy for, and I'll head out and shop till I drop, package with a purpose, creating a gift as memorable as you. I want to thank Mark Vigiani. I've got his gifts done, so I'm just going to give you a little look so we can get an idea of the flavor of how I put things together. I love this You're One in a Melon gift here. It's got a huge cooler pack in the back, and it's got a book because they have a baby. So of course I have to tie that in. It's the watermelon seed, a winner of the Theodore Seuss Grielle Award. We got napkins, plates, glassware, you name it, snuggled into this big cooler chest, which I just love it. It's collapsible legs, so cool. Next up is for a couple who own a service dog, and I found these Doggerito squeaky toy. I had to have it. It is freaking adorable. I used to love Doritos. So I combined a whole snack pack around that and put in a little sign, home is where love resides, memories are created, friends always belong, laughter never ends. So we tied that in. And thirdly, Mark wanted something because these people that moved to a new pool, they bought this house because of the pool. So I put in the baby toy for the baby, a book, You Are My Sunshine, to create the pool theme, a luxurious towel, and a huge float. And there's another one on the back. And that's just a flavor of how I do my closing gifts. Mark, I really appreciate you using my business for your closing gifts. And Jeremy, of course, you've always supported my business. So this is what the chamber is about, guys. You know, we help each other out. So it was my pleasure to support your mission for LLS. And anybody that wants to help me make that package a huge one, you can Venmo me to Tara Demi, and I'd be happy to spread out all our business cards on that gift, and it can be something chamber related, you know, from our chamber. Thank you, Tara Demyanovich, Outside the Box Gift.
Thank you so much, Tara, for everything you're doing. And I love the collaboration between members.
Good morning, everyone. I am Chris Ann Waters. I am the Marketing Director for Tuscany Specialty Foods and Catering in Marlboro and Manalapan, and also Molto Wood Burning Bistro, our new restaurant right next door to Tuscany in Marlboro. As always, we continue to be focused on providing delicious food for people, whether it's curbside, inside market shopping, or catering. And right now, the focus is on barbecue season. Memorial Day weekend is just a few weeks away, and the summer season is heating up in every way. People are coming out. So we are here for all the special foods that you need for your gatherings. The referral for us are people who eat. Chris Ann Waters, Tuscany, and Molto, creating meals and memories. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone, and God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Chris Ann, and that definitely covers a lot of people, your target audience.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess you want me, yes?
Yes, Al.
It's very good to hear everyone. Well, I don't see everyone. I can still imagine everyone, and I have everybody in my mind. I mean, you know how it is. It's just great. But Aloisi, I'm your independent insurance broker. And I'm doing a lot of health insurance, a lot of annuities and life insurance. And I don't do property casualty like Gilda and Bonnie, but I do the everything that has to do with your life insurance and disability, long-term care, and all kinds of health insurance from individuals, small group, large group, and the like. So looking forward to actually seeing everybody soon. We'll see how that works out. And I will be attending the golf. I'll be playing golf together with my son and someone else. And looking forward to that. Excellent. So with that, I wish everybody a good week. Stay healthy, stay safe.
Thank you, Al. So I have some excellent news for everyone. Something that was born right out of a percolator meeting a couple of weeks ago. Our first live event is going to be our net walking event, as Joanne had coined the phrase. We love it. You should have seen some email blasts going out about it. It's because Jerry and Donna McBaron wanted to see each other and walk, and I jumped all over it and said, let's make it a chamber event. Of course, you can still walk on your own. And hopefully you guys will register for that. It's free. Bring your own water and bars, because we're not serving a meal. And we're going to meet at Doorbrook Park, and it's going to be and Danielle Woolley, who had to hop off the call, is going to be hosting it. I've been on walks with Danielle before, and she does a great job of hosting walks. And it's going to be next week. Oops, I just lost my page. Next week is at the 19th, 5:30, we're going to meet at Doorbrook Park, over by where the basketball court and the inline skating rink is, in that parking lot. So we'll start the walk from there. So make sure you get there 5:30, and we'll take a nice leisurely walk together. The weather looks good. So I'm excited about that. So thank you, Jerry, for initiating that. That's another thing you initiated. So thank you. What else do we have going on? We also have a lunch and learn coming up on May 25th with Car Concierge Plus. He had such a great Perk speaking engagement, and people wanted more from him. So we're giving him a lunch and learn full hour for you to ask him questions. And I love the fact that he's coming back. And it's going to be about car buying secrets revealed. So that's going to be a good lunch and learn. And then, of course, we, speaking of, I know Chrisanne mentioned Memorial Day weekend, that Friday, because I don't know how many people are going to be available. Instead of having a speaker on the last Friday, we're going to do a deep dive workshop, because we haven't done that in a while. And I figured, you know, we're virtual. I'm not going anywhere. I'll host a Perk meeting on Memorial Day Friday. So if anybody wants to join us for that last Friday of the month, we're going to do a deep dive workshop. Okay. So that's it for announcements. Does anybody have any testimonials? Anybody? Anything they want to share?
I did have one last thing.
Okay.
Just so everybody knows, just to give you guys a heads up, you know, getting ready for the summer and everybody's starting to come out of their houses. We just actually, now we have inflatables as well. So we do full production, tables, chairs, tents, linens, bathrooms, whatever you might be. But now we have 13 inflatables for any type of small or big event outdoors, wet and dry. Just a quick little tidbit there.
Nice. Thank
Hey,
you.
Frankie. Oh, sorry. Just have a question for you. Do you collaborate with like
I collaborate with anyone.
food vendors if somebody wanted to do a clam bake?
Anyone, doesn't matter. So like, just so everybody understands too, like when we were speaking, we do entertainment production and event planning. You don't need our DJ services. We can help you with all different aspects. We have a June wedding, for instance, that's hiring us just for production. We're putting a dance floor over a pool. We're covering all their landscaping with external flooring and putting basically essentially creating a dining layout in their front yard with all external flooring and tenting. So we collab and can do anything. We are a real one-stop shop. So small or big, it doesn't matter. We're the guys to get it done.
Do you also use pianists, live pianists?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, I don't know whether you knew that or not, but I do have my 88 key keyboard. I take on to gigs if there is not a good piano at the resort, at the event. So just to let you know, it's Aloisi. So
Thanks.
Contact with you.
Thanks, Al.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Again, this is Chrisanne. I simply wanted to say that as far as comments to raise is, Ed, I will definitely be at the dinner for the Army and that celebration, but also with everything. I continue to hear that this chamber is getting attention because we're doing various things. So I'm hearing that in different places, and that's a very good sign, not only for the businesses that have been maintained during all of last year, but people that are looking to be able to connect with an active chamber. So I want to say again to Therese, to Tamar, and to Rochelle, she is so responsive, but if it wasn't for the cohesiveness of everybody trying to get through it, I know we did it in sort of a checkerboard fashion, but we did it. And I think that's something that everybody needs to know and continue to capitalize on.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for that, Chrisanne. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's well deserved. It's well deserved.
Thank you. And I'm glad that. Okay, go ahead, Steve.
I'd like to do a shout out for Jim Roth.
Yes.
My father-in-law had a problem with his computer, and Jim was able to do it and make my father-in-law smile, and that's amazing in every way, shape, and form.
Nice.
Anything
Excellent.
to make him smile, it's just.
And Steve's life is better as a result.
Fabulous, fabulous. And actually, while we're all still here, thank you for mentioning Rochelle, Chrisanne, because I'm not sure if everybody knows this, but Rochelle is retiring on June 25th.
What?
Yeah, she's
I didn't know I wasn't
retired. Unfortunately for us, fortunately for her, she has put in 5 amazing years with the chamber. She is so dedicated. She does whatever it takes to get the job done. I call her my radar for those of you that know MASH. She's definitely my right arm. And whenever I reach out to her because there's something that we need to do, she's already done it. She seems to have a very good intuition. And so I just want to let you guys know that she will be at the golf outing. So, and that'll be the last function she's working at. We asked her to be a participant at the Beacon, and I promised she wouldn't have to collect money at the door because she'll be retired at that point. So she will come back for the Beacon as well, and now she can relax and enjoy our functions instead of working them so hard. But we did post as of yesterday an administrative. We're going to start out somebody new as an administrative assistant. It is the job description is on the website, the job postings for the website of the chamber. And we're gonna start to circulate that online, and I'll be sending out a letter to our members today attached with the job description. So if you can get the word out, we're not going to be able to replace Rochelle, but I'd love to get somebody that was responsible into the position and help to develop and grow them into, Rochelle. So please keep your ears open, your eyes open, and send anybody my way. It's my email address that I'll have the resumes come to. So please help us out with that. And if you want to reach out to Rochelle, admin@monmouthregionalchamber.com. That's her email address if you want to send her any comments. Her email's gonna blow up today.
She will be dearly, dearly missed. She's
know.
outstanding.
She's
outstanding
amazing.
as a person and a professional.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely amazing. So I don't know what we're gonna do without her, but it's good for her. I'm glad that she's moving on to the next phase of her life. And immediately after her retirement, they're traveling. So
well, good for them. Good for them.
Yeah. So, all right, with that, does anybody have any other testimonials? All right, it's almost 9:15. We're a minute early. We can end the meeting now. Thank you so much, everybody, for sticking it out to the very end. Thank you, Frankie and Jason. This was an amazing Perk meeting. Thanks to you guys and everyone else in the room. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Thank
Have a
you.
good weekend.
Bye.
Have a great weekend,
Yes,
everybody.
thank you.
Take care. Take care.
Good weekend.
Bye, everybody. God bless.
Bye.
That we can use.
Everyone stay safe.